Now it is recording, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, let us start without further delay. Okay, so let me start. Today I'm going to discuss about the data structure on heap data structure. Okay, I'll discuss about that heap data structure. Heap data structure is the most important data structure. Okay, it's a binary heap data structure. So we'll present in the heap data structure through array, not using linked list. That's why an heap data structure is used to perform heap sort. So we'll discuss about that heap sort. So these are the definition of binary tree. Let us know what is binary tree. Bi means two, array binary tree. Okay, binary tree. Say for example, this is my. Can you see my pointer? So this is my node A, and it has at most two children. Two children means it can have one left child and one right child, or it can have one child, okay, or it can have none child, no child, no child at all. So if a tree having two children, at most two children, and at most, then we will say this tree is a binary tree. And there is a complete binary tree concept. Complete binary tree concept is that here in the definition you can see a complete binary tree is a binary tree in which every level except possibly the last is filled, and all nodes are as far as left possible. Means every internal node, these are internal nodes. Okay, these are internal nodes. So these internal nodes are having the two children. It must have two children, except this last node. This is internal node. This is internal node, but it has having only one child, and it is from left to right. Then we will say this is external node. This node is known as external. When we will say external node means it doesn't have any child. That means this is known as leaf node. So these are leaf node. These are leaf node, and this is internal node. In a complete binary tree, it is allowed that in the last internal node, this is the last internal node, can have only one child or maybe two child. Then we will say this property, we will say complete binary tree. This should be from left to right. Okay, if we feel then next complete binary tree this, and it has only one child. G has only one child. Okay. So then this tree will be known as complete binary tree. The height of the complete binary tree is exactly big of log n. So big of, what is the height of the tree? Big of log n. Height of the tree is big of log n. So what is that height? This total height, this is the total height. Total height of the tree is big of log n. And what is n? N is the total number of nodes. Okay, total number of nodes. Okay, this total number of nodes. So the height of the, if total number of node is n, then that maximum height can be on an average height can be log n in the binary tree, not maximum. Maximum height can be big of n, because if it is skewed. So we'll discuss it later on. We'll discuss it later on in the binary search tree or binary tree. What is skewed binary tree? What are the left skewed, right skewed binary tree? Okay. So, can you hear my child voice?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So that means I'm at home. Okay. Teaching from home. So, so in the next, what is full binary tree? There is two different binary tree, that is complete binary tree and full binary tree. The complete binary tree is it from left, but full binary tree is all internal node must have two child. All internal node must have two child. These are the internal nodes. 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 It must have exactly two child if it is internal node, and it is external node. These are the external nodes, and it cannot have any child because these are the leaf nodes. Leaf doesn't have any branch. Okay, it doesn't have any child. So here a full binary tree, sometimes proper binary tree, 2, 3 is tree in which every node other than the leaves has two children. Okay, it must have internal node must have two children, and external node cannot have any children. That is leaf nodes. So moving to the next slide. Moving to the next slide, definition and Maxif definition. Let us see Maxif definition. A heap is a special tree based data structure. This is binary tree. Heap is binary tree. So binary heap tree. So we'll say binary heap tree. So structure in which the tree is complete binary tree. Generally heaps can be two types. There is two heaps, max heap and mean heap. Okay, so in the mean heap or in a max heap, so this is say for example mean heap, max heap. Max heap means the property of the max heap is that parent must be larger than its child. So this is a tree, and this is a tree, and this parent must be larger than its left child or right child. If this property follows for every node, then we will say this is a max heap. So if this node is larger than these two nodes, so then it is heap. If this node is larger than these two nodes, its child, then it is a heap. Then if it is larger than this node is larger than these two nodes, then it is a heap. To tell if all node follows that property, then we will say it is max heap. Mean heap is the just reverse one. Say for example, this is parent having the smallest value than its child. So for example, it is smaller than its child, left child or right child. For both, it can have equal value, or parent can have equal value with child or a smaller value than left child or right child. Then we will say it is a mean heap. So in the definition, in a max heap, the key present at the root node must be greatest among the keys present at all its children. The same property must be recursively true for all subtrees in the binary tree. That means recursively means repetitively it should be true. And the mean heap, in a mean heap, the key present at the root node must be minimum among the keys present at all of its children. The same property must be recursively true for all subtrees in that binary tree. That means if it is a max heap, then this is the largest. This is the largest one. And in this subtree, this is the largest one. In this subtree, this is the largest one. In this subtree, this is the largest one. So in this subtree, which is the largest one? This is the largest one. So this way, in this tree, this is the smallest one. In this subtree, if this is a subtree, then this is the smallest one. If this is a subtree, then this is the smallest one among the subtrees, among its branches. Say this is a branch, this is a branch, this is another branch, this is another branch. Then it is the smallest among all those its children. So if we get something like this, then we will say this is a max heap or min heap. So it has a plenty of uses, a max heap or min heap. So for example, memory management system. Have you heard about that memory management system like heap segment, COOT segment, stack segment, and data segment? So we have heard about that, right? Is it?
No, sir.
Huh? In the C programming language, we know na, what is the COOT segment? We don't know, right? Do we know or not?
No, sir, we don't know.
No,
No,
sir.
Okay. Okay. So I assume that you know about that. So let me draw it. Okay. This is my memory, random access memory. This is stack, and this is, say for example, COOT block, and this is my stack segment, and this is my COOT segment. Say for example, this is my stack segment, data. Sorry, this is my data segment. And this is my heap segment. Say for example, you can place it anywhere else. So it uses max heap property. Okay, this max heap. So how this uses max heap, I'll discuss. This is COOT. Then stack is that stack uses for what? That is a local variable purpose. Local variable or recursive calls, local functions, local data in the programming language. And heap is used for global variable. Okay, so data is used for all data residing in the program. And COOT is, you know what is the COOT. So COOT segment store the COOTs. So this is the structure of that memory allocation in the C programming language. Okay, or operating system. Operating system maintains heap for global variable. Say for example, global variable and memory management system. Say for example, malloc. If you use malloc operation, then what will you do? You request that memory block to the heap segment. Okay, then heap segment will allocate a memory block for you and return it to operating system. Operating system in turn return it to the calling function. Okay, that is known as heap. So we'll discuss how max heap can be utilized here. Okay, later on in the in the next class. In the next class we'll discuss heap. How heap can be used in this thing. Okay, max heap and min heap is that used for priority queue. Okay, so there is a binary Fibonacci heap or binomial heap concept is there. If you are interested, then you can study. But in the first structure class, it doesn't cover that binomial heap or Fibonacci heap. But Fibonacci heap is still a challenge for the computer scientist because it is very very theoretical in nature, but in implementation, practical, it's very difficult to implement. But however, so these are used for priority queues. Okay. So in the next slide, we'll discuss example. What is mean heap? What is max heap? See, this is mean heap. Mean heap means the smallest one will be at the root. Then this parent has two children, left child and right child. Left child is that 15 and right child is 30. In the mean heap property, that left child or right child must be greater than, both must be greater than or equal to its parent. So this property follows entire its sub branches, then recursively or repetitively, then it is known as mean heap. So this 10 is smaller than 15 and 30, and this 15 is smaller than 40 and 50. This 30 is smaller than 140. So if this property follows, then we will say this is a mean heap. In a max heap, its largest one should be placed at the top, that means root, and then the second largest will be there in the not second largest, but the property says that parents should be always greater than each child. So this is a parent. If this is a parent, it should be always greater than each child. This is two child. If it is a parent, then it should always be greater than this child. Okay, or equal. See, this is equal. These are equal. 50 equal 50. Okay, but where you place, maybe left side or right side, it doesn't matter. Here position doesn't matter. Okay, so if position matters here, in this case max heap, then it become binary search tree. We'll discuss. And this figure is copied from where? Geeks for Geeks. You can see the logo of Geeks for Geeks here. Okay. So in the next slide, so terminologies. So we have cleared about what is max heap, what is mean heap. Now terminologies. What is parent, what is left child, what is right child, how do I calculate in an array, how do I know that this is left child or this is right child, how do I know that this is the parents. If index is I, this is I. If index is I, okay, this is index, then we can, this is, then if it is an array, then 1, then 3, then 6, then 5, then 9, then 8. And parent of this 8 is, how would I going to calculate? Parent of I is, so what? Parent of I is I minus 1 divided by 2 is the parent. So parent of 5 is what? 5 minus 1, 4 divided by 2 is equal to what? 5 minus 1, 4 divided by 2 equal to 2. So this 2 is the parent. So parent of 8 is 6. So parent of 8 is 6. So parent of 9, that means index I, parent of 9. So 4 minus 1, 3 divided by 2. 3 divided by 2 is 2.5 is equal to 2. Okay, 1.5. So it's 1. So 4 is 1. So parent of 9 is 3. So parent of 5, what is the index? 3. 3 minus 1 divided by 2. 2 divided by 2. 2 divided by 2. So 2 divided by 2 equal to 1. Equal to 1. Then what is the parent? Parent of 2 is 1. So 6, parent of 6 is also 3. And parent of 1, 2 minus 1 minus 1. So parent of 3, what is the parent of 3? This parent. So 1 minus 1 divided by 2, 0 divided by 2 is 0. So 0 is the parent of 3. So 3 parent of 3 is 1. This way we calculate the parent child. Okay. Now if we would like to calculate that what is the left child, what is the right child of a given index I, then we can directly calculate. So within a big O of one notation. Okay. So without taking any time, so it takes big O of 1 time means it is constant. So if 0 is given, what is the left child or what is the right child? Left child, if this is twice I plus 1 is the left child. What is I? I is given as 0. 2 into 0, 0 plus 1, 1 is the left child. What is the left child of 1? It is 3. So right child is that 2 into I plus 2. I is given as 0. Then what is the right child? 2 into 0 plus 2 equal to 2. So its right child is 6. Is it like that here? Yes, it is like that. So now if it is 1, I is 1, 2 into I. Yes.
Sir, if index is 0, then the parent in array we will get minus, like minus index.
Parent of 0.
Like if I is equal to, yeah, like if parent of 0, if I equal to 0, then array
Parent
will be minus half.
0 doesn't have parent. Is it has any parent?
Oh,
This?
Yeah.
Okay, it's good. Okay, so that means it is not having any what parents. Minus, it will go to minus. Index doesn't have any minus. Okay.
So then how will we start the loop? Like from 1? Like from 1 or something
Loop.
like
We'll discuss it in the next slide. Okay, just terminology. It is just terminology. Okay, it's not about the entire program. So you need to know about how to calculate left child, right child, how to calculate its parents. Okay, that's it. These 3 terminologies you need to know. These 3 terminology you need to know that how to calculate left child, right child. Okay, am I clear?
Okay, sir.
So is it clear? So right child means 2i plus 2. Left child means 2i plus 1. Say for example, what is the left child of I? 5. Left child of 5. 2 into 5. Left child. This is left child. 2 into 5. 10 plus 1. 11. Is there any 11 index? No. And the right child. 2 into 5. 10 plus 2 equal to 12. Is there 12? No. There is no 12 index. We have only 0 to 5. So what is the left child of 1? So 2 into 1 plus 1 equal to 3. So 3 is the left child. Left child of 3 is 5. Left child of 3 is 5. Right child of 3 is, so what? 2 into 1 plus 2. So what is 2 into 1 plus 2 equal to 4. So 4 is the left child. Left child of, right child of 3 is the 9. And so on. You can calculate easily. Right? So in the next slide, how to build the max heap. Okay? How to build the max heap. So we know that this height is, total height of this max heap is max heap or heap, binary heap or complete complete binary tree is log n, right? We have already discussed in the introduction. So how it become log n, we'll discuss again. But let us do and perform one animation. This is one animation so that you will going to understand how to build a max heap, okay, or how to build an mean heap. This is mean heap, okay. This is a mean heap. So this is, I have put serially, that's why it become mean heap, okay. But I want to build it max heap, okay. I wanted to build a max heap, not mean heap here. So this is my root node, and this is my the total number, and from where should I start max heap, building max heap? So if it is 14, what is the root of the 14? Root of the 14 is calculated as minus 1 divided by 2, right? What is the root of 14? 14 minus 1, 13 divided by 2. What is the value? 6.5, right? So in integer, what is the value? 6. So it is integer, so we'll be having 6. So from 6 we will start building max heapify. So we have calculated that we will start from here to this direction, not this direction. So we will start building max heapify from this to left direction. So we have calculated, right now we have decided that from where should we start. That means we should start from here, last internal node. So the last internal node is calculated from the last index. So last internal node may be single child or maybe 2 child. Okay. So from the last internal node, we have to decide which one is the largest. So this is 7 is largest among these 3 nodes? No. If 14 is largest among these 3 nodes? No. If 15 is largest among these 3 nodes? Oh yes. Then 15 should come here and 7 should be replaced here. So this exchanging should be performed. Then it becomes max heap. So 15 is larger than its child. So if 15 is larger than its child, then it is a max heap. So here we have animated like this 7, and we have selected the largest one, largest among these 3, and we have selected that 15 is the largest, and we will going to swap. So let's see here, we have swapped, exchanged these two, 15 and 7, and it was earlier here also. It was, if you see in the earlier slide, it was 7 and 15. Now if we exchange it, if 15 comes here, 7 comes here. Next we have completed this. Next we have to perform max heapify this block. We have to perform this block 6. And can you find that which one is the largest? 6, 12 and 13. Which one is the largest? 13 is the largest, and 13 and 6 should be exchanged. So here 13 and 6 should be exchanged. So if we exchange this 6 and 13 here, so this is 6 and 13. Then 13 will come here, 6 will goes here. So see, 13 has come here and 6 has come here. So it has exchanged. So is it max heap? Max heap, the property is that parent must be greater than its child. So this parent is greater than its child. Child is what? 12 and 6. So next we have to go decrement the I, index I. So we have as we have decided that we will going to reverse this from this to this. So I will be first 6, then 5, then 4. 4 means here, and so on. So 5 is the largest among these? No, 5 is not largest. Which one is the largest? 10 or 11? 11 is the largest. So we'll swap or exchange with 5 and 11, between 5 and 11. So we have to swap between 5 and 11. So 5 and 11, this 5 and this 11 has to be exchanged. So in the next slide, this 5 is and this 11 has exchanged. So is it a max heap? Check it out. Is it a max heap? So in the max heap property, the parent is the largest. So parent is the largest, that's why it is a max heap. In the next slide, we will check it out which one is the largest. 9, 8, 4. So 9 is the largest. We will swap between, exchange between 4 and 9. So 4 and 9. In the 4, here 9 will comes, here 4 will comes. So in the next, we have swap. That means 9 has come and 4 has come here. So we have exchange here. Then is it max heap? Check it out. Is it max heap? If it is yes, then that is a max heap. Otherwise, if it is not, a larger property of 9 parent is not largest on among its childs, then it is not a max heap. So next, it will goes to this. Next, that means 2. It will goes to this. It will go to this 3. So next, check it out. 3, among this its child, 3 has 2 child, 13 and 15. Which one is the largest? 15. 15 is the largest one. So here 15 will come and 3 will be replaced here. So here 15 will come and 3 will be here. So in the next slide, the 15 will come here and 3 will come here. So we need to exchange. Here 15 and 3. Here you can see 15 and 3. This is 15 and this is 3. We have swapped 15 and 3. In the logical representation, this is 15 and this is 3. Now, is it a max heap? Yes, this is a max heap. Okay, this is a max heap. Now, is it a max heap? No, this is not max heap. Is it max heap? Yes, this is max heap. This one is max heap, but this one is not max heap. So we have to max heapify it again. So which one is the largest one? We have to select. So 14 is the largest one. So 14 and 3, we have to exchange between 3 and 14. So 14, where 14 will come? 14 will come here and 3 will come here. So we have to exchange between 14 and it will become 3. In the next slide, 14 will come here and 3 will come here. This is 3 and this is 14. So this is become max heap. So now this it is completed. Now we have to look into next. So 2. So in the 2 is so what? Is it max heap? Check it out. Is it maxive? So it is not maxive because 2 is the smaller, 2 is parent is smaller than its child, because that 11 is the largest one. So 11 should come here and 2 should be placed here. So in the next 11 here, 2 should come here, 11 should be placed here. So here we need to exchange. We have identified that largest one is the 11. Then we have exchanged 11 and 2. So 11 and 2. Now, is it maxive? Yes, this is maxive because parent is larger than its child. Now, is it maxive? Check it out. Is it maxive? No, it is not maxive because 10 is larger than 2, 5 is larger than 2. Then find out that what is the maximum one. So maximum is the 10. So 2 and 10 should exchange. So 2, what is 2? This is 10 will come here and 2 will be placed here. So we should exchange. So now is it maxive? After exchanging 10 and 2, we have exchanged this 10 and 2. Is it maxive? So it is a maxive. So it becomes a maxive. So because 10 is the parent of 2 and 5, and it doesn't 10 is the largest among this each child. Next, in the next slide, now the 1, last one. So 1, check it out, that largest one, is it maxive? No, it is not maxive. 11 is larger, 15 is larger than 1. Then select the largest one. Which one is the largest? 15 is the largest. So here 5 and this is 1. So 1 and 15. So 15 here, 15. We have to write 15 here, 1. Now 15 and 1. 15 and 1. Now, is it maxive? Check it out. Yes, it is maxive. Now, is it maxive? No, it is not maxive because 13 is larger or 14 is larger than 1. So its parent is the smaller. So which one is the largest? 14 is the largest. So we need to swap 11 and 14, 1 and 14. So 14 will be placed here and 1 will be placed here. So 1 will be placed here. So 14 and 1, 14 and 1 here. Now check it out. Is it maxive? Yes, this is maxive. Now check it out. Is it maxive? No, it is not maxive because 3 is larger or 7 is larger. So you need to check 1 is larger. Which one is the largest one? 3 or 7? So I found that 7 is the largest one. So I have to exchange between 7 and 1. So 1 will come here, 7 will come here. So finally, I have completed building the max heap. So parent is larger than its child. This parent is larger than its child. Two children, 9 and 10. 14 has 2 children, 13 and 7. And 9 has 2 children, 8 and 4. 10 has 2 children, 2 and 5. Check it out. 13 has 2 children, 13 and 6. 7 has 2 children, 3 and 1. All parents are larger than each child. That's why it is known as mixed heap. Am I clear? Do you have any kind of question? Do you have any kind of question?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, Neha.
Sir,
Hmm.
is there anything else besides max heap and min heap? Is it
Ah,
important that the parent should either be the greatest or the largest?
yes, in the max heap, parents should be the largest. In a mean heap,
No, no, sir.
parents should be the smallest. No,
Isn't,
Neha.
I mean to say, why is it always important that the parent should either be maximum or minimum? We can have
Okay.
something intermediate, right?
Yes.
Yes,
Yes.
sir. What if the one of the child is greater than the parent and one of the child is smaller than the parent?
No, no, no. In a heap, it cannot be. In a binary search tree, we will check it out. What if that left child is smaller than right child is greater, and in a parent is the between. Okay. So this is not
Sir,
search tree actually. This is not search tree. Neha.
sir, the way you change this min heap to max heap, since you have started from this uh,
No, Neha.
last internal load, sir, you have
Uh,
done
1 minute, 1 minute.
tapping.
I have not changed the mean heap to max heap. I have just randomly put, but it become. I have typed that. It become 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 to 15. It become mean heap. Okay, but any input in any input case, any random input, how will you going to build mean heap, a max heap? That is the scenario. What have I discussed? That is. And what was your question?
Sir, my question is, sir, in this way you have to swap many times,
Yes.
like the rightmost last internal load you have to swap it almost 3 to 4 times. So,
Yes.
is there any other method to build a max heap? We could have
No.
started from
This
the
is
starting, from the uh, uppermost parent node.
yeah. This is the only one method to build maximum or min heap because the time complexity of this building process is big of n. If there is a total number is n elements, then time complexity is big of n. But in the layman terms, if that height, okay, height is log n. This height is log n, then it should be log n time for single element. Okay, to build or reheapify a single element, it takes log n. Okay, so what will be the reheapify time of n elements? That is, it should be n log n, but it is not the case because the height started from 1 or 0. I started from what is the height? It is very less height, and then height, then height. So like this height, okay, height increases. So from low height to higher height, then if we build like this, then its time complexity become big of n. Okay. So this, due to this time complexity, big of n time complexity, we adopt this technique. Otherwise, we can build in another type also. So we can build max CPY, but it will cost more. Am I clear?
Sir, So the algorithm you told, it will be only applicable when the binary tree is complete. That is, every parent has two children. But what if it is not a complete binary tree? How will we proceed?
See,
Like you took the
yes,
last
one
element and
second, one
then
second. I understood. I understood. So
yes,
suppose this is my array, right?
yes, sir.
You will place in the array. This is so what? This is so what? Logical representation to understand by human being, human eye. Okay, but this is the original in the computer, random access memory, right?
Yes, sir.
Can you can you check it out? Is it maxi or min heap? It is very difficult for human being, right? But it is very easy to understand. So array is placed like this. If array is placed like this, it will always be the complete binary tree. There is no question of non-complete binary tree.
So what I mean is, if instead of 14 elements in the array, there are 12. That is 12
Yeah,
or
12,
13. There are
13.
13. Let's say
Say,
that the seven
say
that
for
the
example, this element is not there
yes, sir.
after this, or maybe
Yes,
some other.
yes, sir.
Uh, say for example, let me rub. Oh, lost. Okay. Your question is that if an array one, two, three, four, five, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12, right? Ismail,
Yes, sir.
said 12 or 13, maybe. So
So
the rule
I
is,
meant that if a parent doesn't have both its children, uh, that was my
ah,
question.
that is leaf node. It doesn't have any
It,
children.
no,
Leaf
no,
node.
it has one children, but not the other children, not the leaf
Okay,
node.
okay,
It
okay. That means say this. 2, 3, 4, 5, and this is 6. It doesn't have the right child.
yes, sir.
If we have 6 number of nodes, total 6 number of nodes, it doesn't have the right child, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It doesn't have this child. So it is complete binary tree. So what is the parent of this? 6. So this is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Parent of 5 is 6 is, so what? 5 minus 1, 4
Two,
divided by 2. What is that?
two.
2. 2. This. It is 3. From here you will going to start building maxify. Am I clear?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Sir, let us say in this figure that you explained in the class, let us say that there for the element for the array element 14, the children are 13 and 7. If we remove the part 7 3 and 1 7 3 1, will it be considered as a heap?
No. This part, na?
Yes, sir. And
No,
uh,
no, no, no. It is not
because
happy.
14 has one children, and
Because
then we can't.
it must have a, if it is internal node, it must have 2 child except the last node.
Okay, sir.
Okay,
Okay, sir.
the complete binary tree definition, right?
So a heap must be a complete binary tree.
Complete binary tree.
Okay, sir. So that was my concept. Thank you,
So
sir.
if you plot it from this array, any array, and then it will always be a complete binary tree. There is no question of non-completeness. Okay. So in the next slide, I hope it is understood by all. The question of snail have been understood by all students. Okay. So any question?
Hello, sir.
Hmm.
Sir, can you please describe how our assignment should be done? Like, what should be done exactly?
Yes, sir.
Assignment.
Question is
Yes,
not
sir.
clear. I
What is
guess.
the question?
Assignment.
Yes, sir. That number system.
That is number representation system, right? That is, if 7 is given, what is the corresponding number? How are you going to represent this 7? 7 means this, no? Or this is 6, this is 7. Convert it to this. That is the question.
So what we have to do?
Sorry,
with
sir.
that?
Can't understand.
Huh?
So what do we have to do? Like,
Convert.
It's
Only give
converting
you
from decimal to Roman. Is it, sir?
Roman.
Sir, in the assignment it is written something like addition, multiplication.
Hmm?
Assignment it is written addition or multiplication.
Okay, I will give clear instruction to that. Okay, in the Google Classroom. Okay, so what needs to do? I will modify it again. I'll give that clear message to you. What you need to do by you. So for today, it is clear, na?
yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Utpal, are you there? Utpal is missing. Now,
Sir, he wrote in
Rituparna?
the chat. I think he has problem in mic or something.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So, sir, Rituparna, is it clear?
Yes, sir. Yes,
Okay.
sir.
Tushar? So, Kavi has, Protre, right? Protre emailed me that he has a collection and he has given website. I check it out and it is very nice initiative, right? So,
Yes, sir.
Protre is there?
Yes, sir. He nicely made it.
Huh? Nicely made it. I will check it out and he has nicely made it that website. So, you should do it, right?